Welcome to RollerBrewsters. We talk everything theme parks and drinks. Today we are checking out Hotel Breakers.
So come along.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Today we're checking into one of our favorite hotels, Hotel Breakers at Cedar Point.
It's located directly on the shores of Lake Erie. Hotel Breakers gives you the full Cedar Point experience with beach views, early entry perks, restaurants, pools, and easy access to the park.
Whether you're planning a coaster-filled weekend or just want to stay right next to the action, this hotel has become one of the most popular places to stay at Cedar Point.
And in our unbiased opinion, clearly the favorite to stay at. Hotel Breakers originally opened all the way back in 1905, making it one of the oldest operating resort hotels in Ohio.
Over the years, it's gone through several renovations, but today it combines modern updates with the classic Cedar Point resort atmosphere.
And honestly, the location is probably what makes it the greatest hotel in the world.
Yeah. One of the biggest highlights is the location.
Maybe the universe. You're literally steps away from Cedar Point and right on the shores of Lake Erie.
The hotel has its own beach access, which gives the entire resort a more relaxed vacation vibe compared to a standard hotel stay.
Lake Erie, however, the dirtiest of the Great Lakes from what I've heard or been told. It's kind of the best of both worlds. You get roller coasters during the day and those beautiful sunsets on the beach at night.
So nice and relaxing.
Usually passed out by the time that happens.
One of the biggest reasons people stay here is the Cedar Point Resort perks.
Hotel Breakers guests get early entry into the park, which means access to select rides before general admission guests, before the others arrive.
The others. And when you're trying to hit major rides like Steel Vengeance, Millennium Force, or Maverick, that extra time makes a huge difference.
Even Steel Vengeance and Maverick aren't early entry rides this year.
We timed how long it took to get from the doors from Hotel Breakers to the Magnum entrance.
And we did the same to basically the lobby of Hotel Breakers to the Windseeker entrance as well. Let's talk about the rooms here. This time we stayed there, we were in a standard room.
Yeah, the rooms are clean, modern, and themed with a light, beachy, and coaster style that fits the lakeside atmosphere.
In our room, we had 2 queen beds, a flat screen TV, a mini fridge, pretty good bathroom size, and a lot of charger outlets.
The rooms aren't overly themed, but they are very comfortable and definitely designed for relaxing after a long park day.
We also had a nice view of Cedar Point. We could watch Top Thrill 2 out of our window if we wanted to.
Yep, I could watch that all day long.
All right, so now let's talk about some of the amenities. They have 2 pools. One is outdoor and one is indoor.
The outdoor pool area is one of the best spots at the resort during the summer.
You've got poolside seating, lake views, and easy beach access all in one area.
There's also hot tubs and an indoor pool options if weather isn't cooperating.
I believe there are hot tub indoors too. So you have one outdoors and
one
indoors.
indoors, yeah.
All right, now some of the restaurants and dining. There's 3 restaurants in this hotel, not including, well, I guess including Starbucks. No, not including Starbucks, sorry. 3 restaurants. So the first one is TOMO Hibachi Grill. Bob.
It offers hibachi-style dining with sushi, steak, seafood, and more upscale atmosphere compared to the typical theme park food. We do recommend reservations, especially during the busy summer months. Oh, but you're talking about.
This is hands down the best restaurant in this hotel. It feels clean. The food is good. It's probably going to be your more expensive restaurant too, although TGI Fridays can get pricey as well. But if you only have one option, you're only eating there one night, this is the one to go to in our opinion. Obviously, TGI Fridays and Perkins are both chain restaurants as well. You can get those anywhere. And for all I know, TOMO might be too, I guess. But yeah, this is the best one. I like this.
Yeah, they're really delicious food.
I do love Asian cuisine though. All right, second restaurant is Perkins. This is something I guess a little more casual. And
it's inside the hotel lobby. Yeah, it's a popular breakfast stop before heading to the park. We like to eat there every once in a while before we head in, just to fill up after a night of drinking.
I guess. In my opinion, this place is very dirty. I don't like eating there, unless I think the only times we have eaten there is when we stay there for all the weekends and we're staying like a Sunday night and they're not open. The park's not open on Monday, so we'll go eat breakfast there. I'm sure we've eaten there in the past also before Justin comes in and says something, but it's just it's overpriced. I don't know. Food. I don't even open for dinner.
Yeah. We always eat breakfast there, so
I don't know. Pass. And there's also a TGI Fridays, which just does service purpose, but this is also, in my opinion, very dirty. But I think almost all TGI Fridays I've been in is dirty, so I guess if it's not dirty, it's not TGI Fridays. I don't know. But this is a good place to come to get something to drink after the park is closed and you still want to keep drinking.
Yeah, or grab a bite. It's nice to have the option, just in case you run out of time while you're in the parks to get something to eat. You have that nice option of TGI Fridays, and during the day you have beautiful views of the lake, which is always nice.
I might be wrong about this too, but I feel like this TGI Friday, the prices are extremely inflated. I think we had like a sampler and 2 beers and it was like $100. I feel like it's very expensive. But again, whatever. It's there to serve its purpose.
Yep.
And yes, there's also a Starbucks.
Gotta have the bucks.
Hotel Breakers. I knew it, you greedy little goose.
It does get busy before park opening, but it is fairly less crowded once Cedar Point opens. So then the Starbucks, there are a couple Starbucks inside Cedar Point, but they get really busy after it opens. So if you are craving some Starbucks, you can always come out and come to the Hotel Breakers Starbucks. It's usually not as busy in the afternoons.
And quite the contrary, Perkins and TGI Fridays, the Starbucks is clean. Actually, it just went through a remodel, so it looks a little different this year if you've been to Starbucks in years past.
Yeah, it's really nice now.
So, yeah, Starbucks. Yeah. I like Starbucks. Gotta have the bucks.
Gotta have the bucks.
All right, let's move on to bars.
This is RollerBrewsters after all.
Yeah. So we have the Surf Lounge. So anybody can come over to Hotel Breakers. You don't need to be staying there to enjoy the amenities to enjoy the restaurants and the bars of Hotel Breakers. I'm not sure what the pool situation is. If you need we don't really go to the pool very often, so I don't know if you need a wristband or something to get in there. But anyway,
I think you do.
I'm not talking about that. The main bar here is the Surf Lounge, just located inside Hotel Breakers, right next to Starbucks.
It is, and you'll find cocktails, beer, wine, TVs, and a laid-back atmosphere that's perfect for unwinding after a day at Cedar Point.
And during the summer months, grabbing a drink near the lake just hits differently. There are some fantastic views of the dirtiest lake of the Great Lakes, Lake Erie.
And there's also the outside bar, the Sand Bar. This is a great spot to relax, watch some live music, take in the beach scene, and enjoy a nice drink.
And the drinks out here at the Sand Bar are way less expensive than the drinks inside the park. So if you want to get away from the crowds and just have a nice drink, you can get 2 drinks for the price of 1 basically at this bar. So
yeah, and it's real nice, chill atmosphere.
Nice feature, nice bathrooms, right?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Whether you're coming to Hotel Breakers during like a special event or for like a Hollow Weekend or a boardwalk or just a regular day at Cedar Point, the atmosphere at Hotel Breakers is pretty much unmatched across all the Cedar Fair resorts. We haven't stayed at Saw Mill Creek yet, but I can't imagine it's better than Hotel Breakers.
It is by far our favorite place to stay because you're surrounded by coasters, beaches, and nonstop Cedar Point energy, which is always fun.
Yeah, at night you can hear, and really all the time, you can hear the coasters in the distance. The Magnum is right there. Dragster's right there. You can see Gatekeeper. You can hear RollerBrew. I mean, it's a pretty amazing experience, and you're right there on the beach.
Yeah, especially if you're a coaster fan, like it's really fun to stay right there in the action.
Yeah.
So let's talk pros and cons.
All right, so pros. Incredible location, early entry, you have beach access, good atmosphere, and easy access back to your room during the day.
Which is very convenient.
Yeah.
And cons, we really don't have a lot of cons. We love Hotel Breakers. It can get expensive, especially during peak season, and rooms can book up fast during peak times.
I'll say that the time we filmed this was when we stayed here for opening day, we had Breakers Express booked. And like a couple days before our trip, we got an email saying we could stay at Hotel Breakers for $50 more.
So of course we're going to do that.
Yeah. So I don't know. We've never been opening days. So I don't know what it was incredibly packed that day. So I'm not sure what the vacancy level was in Hotel Breakers. But
there's a lot of locals.
A couple days after recording this, we're going back to Cedar Point. Again, we have Breakers Express reservations because we're trying to review all the hotels. And I'm just wondering if they're going to send me. They've already sent me an upgrade at Hotel Breakers Express, but it's like you can get another room for $40 or something. So I'm wondering if they're going to send me another $50 upgrade, which is going to be hard to turn down, even though we need to record at Breakers Express because it's just
Hotel Breakers is great.
Far superior. But
it's definitely our favorite place to stay.
You're looking at around. I should have to put the numbers up. I don't know what they are. I'm guessing around $280 to stay here. So yeah, overall, Hotel Breakers is one of the best ways to fully experience Cedar Point.
Yeah, it combines theme park thrills with a surprisingly relaxing lakeside resort atmosphere.
Whether you're into coasters, the beach, or both.
We'll see you at the next RollerBrewsters adventure. Cheers. So what'd you think of Hotel Breakers?
Yeah, Hotel Breakers isn't worth it. I love Hotel Breakers. It's amazing. It's right off property. It's close distance to both gates. It's got 3 restaurants, and a pizza place. So it's nice. It's one of the top-notch hotel rooms in the area, or hotel resorts in the area. You are going to pay for that, though, of course.
Yeah, but it is really convenient. You are steps away from Cedar Point. You're steps away from the beach. It's beautiful too. So yeah, really
Hotel
like
Breakers is worth it. Absolutely, you should stay here if you have the opportunity.
Definitely.
It's about $100 more than I guess Breakers Express, and basically the same price as Lighthouse Point.
But between Lighthouse Point and Hotel Breakers, choose Hotel Breakers.
Any day of the week.
Yep. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks so much for watching RollerBrewsters. Cheers.